You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. With the sure shot, sure to make the bodies drop. Drop and don't copy, yo. Don't call this a co-op.
I have no idea.
Terror reigns drenching, quenching the thirst of the power dawns. Bulls on parade.
Still
Rage
no.
Against the Machine.
Bulls on. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have got that one. I know that song.
What's up, Cigar Noise Boys? Dom and Tyler. Get ready for a trade show. Tyler, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be working at Aloni.
All alone. Me.
Yeah. So hey, how's the process of the pre-release? How's that going?
Oh, it's been fun. It's a very interesting list of people who are interested. First off, I want to say I am smoking. I'm going to fire up the. I think it's an. I'm not sure. It's a Volstead box press one. God, I feel like an idiot.
It's not the 60 ring gauge, is it? The blind peg is
No.
the 60.
It's yeah, it's 4.5 by 60. This is the Noble. No, 5 by 56. It could be the Noble Experiment. Or no, it's the Noble. The Noble Experiment's 5 by 56, but this is box press, so it probably is that. Yeah, it's the Noble Experiment. I'm sorry, guys.
You're smoking the Volstead. Nice.
Yeah,
that's
the
not
box
the
press one, which
not a pre-release, correct?
no. So the pre no, it's not the pre-release. This is the LE.
Cool. Just that size.
So
yes or no?
well, no. There's they have come on. They got 6 limited production sizes. Okay, you ready? They have the 4.5 by 60 blind pig.
Okay, limited production is not LE.
Yeah, no, I'm saying limited production. There is no LE then.
Okay, got it. We're good.
Let me name them off real quick.
Real
quick. Blind Pig, Senator Volstead, Noble Experiment, the Revenir, I don't know, the Grand Perfecto, and then the Judas Hole. So I've had the Lonsdale, the Judas Hole, I've had the Blind Pig. Now I'm going to do I've had the Senator Volstead. No, I've done yeah.
You said Judas Hole?
Anyways. Yes, sir. That's what it says on Half Wheel. Judas Hole. Judas Hole. HOLE. According to Half Wheel.
I'm gonna have to find the context, the history of that one. Just ask Skip. Let me see him next. I don't know if he's at HT right now. Hey, we got a lot of congratulations to hand out. Yogi, congratulations on retiring. I think the Yankees did it. Was it a no-hitter or a perfect game during that week, his last week?
No, the perfect game.
Beautiful. Love to see it. What else? Oh, this actually ties into the VH. Brandon having a baby.
Yes, sir.
Tyler, did you give him a sample to smoke a few months ago?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to put the pieces together. I don't know if this is good branding or not, but maybe it's just
I like it.
There's a virile agent. Helps with virility.
I will say when I gave it to him, he did tell me that Kelly was pregnant. So maybe, but he didn't want to, it was really early. So
it's a T booster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to help with marketing. So I don't know what other cigars like this. I like what you're doing with Viso Horny because I feel like you have a team of people who wanted to succeed. It's not just like you doing your thing.
Oh,
so
no, yeah.
You let me help with the press release. That was awesome. You used Shane's photos for the press release. That was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon designed your little sticker that you put out a little bit. Yogi printed those stickers. So it's just like you got a team behind you. It's awesome.
It's like a crowdsourcing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's So I actually was shout out Shane. I don't know if he listens anymore. We've had him on the podcast, but when I sent the release, I sent out a like 4 or 5 different pictures. Some from Shane, like one of just the logo, one of me handing the bundle. And they all love Shane's picture, so they all picked Shane's picture over mine. This is cool. Um, but yeah, and then like I said, Skip drew sketched out the label, and then Brandon took that label and took the sketch and made it an image or whatever. And then Yogi hooked up the stickers and yeah, and then you did the press release, and then Skip went over it and added a couple added the quote, which meant a lot, and then added a couple of juniors. I mean, the thing is, that song, the Viso Horny song, was way above ahead of our time. Like I forgot when it came out, but like I listened to rap when I was young, but it was more like Notorious B.I.G., Bone Thugs and Harmony. It wasn't really Two Live Crew. So it was funny because we had your copy of the press release, and then we just played the song for inspiration. And then when it both came to like the Dog and Heat, we're like, we got to use that. And then the thing about it being the direct to consumer, like they had that quote in the song, so that worked out nice. And then it really tied into that it's direct consumer, so it worked out really well. And big shouts to the 3 I sent it to a bunch of people, and 3 people posted it. Cigar Dojo, Developing Palettes, and Boston Jimmy. And then a lot of these websites, they have like this criteria of stuff they'll report on. So like, even though Charlie reached out to me, like when I first announced it was going to production, he's like, "Hey, give me a press release and I'll post it." And then he's like, "Oh, I didn't know it was going to be direct to consumer. We don't post those because he's like, we'd be posting articles every single hour. Like CI has a new Cinco Vegas. Caldwell's got a new Lost and Found going only here or whatever." I'm like, okay, well, make an exception for me, And then Coop, he's strict too with it, but I thought I had done what I needed to do for him, like just give it to him the same time he gives everybody else. Coop is he doesn't like when you send it out to Half Wheel and the next day everybody else. But yeah, I mean, I know Aaron Loomis from Developing Palettes pretty well. We always chop it up at the trade show. And then the guys from Dojo, Eric and Jordan, I consider really close friends. So they posted it, and then they actually wrote a really nice article. It was pretty funny. They said it was one of the funniest press releases they've got.
They called you a cigar influencer on that.
Yeah, thoughts? And then yeah, I mean, I've had that comment come to me. Luke Kyle Rich laughed at it, and I said, "Cal, I'm like, if you influence one person, then you're a cigar influencer." So yeah, so it was dope. I mean, it was like I said, those guys are cool. So I really appreciate it. And then the cigars were paid for, and then they're coming. So I did a pre-order to cover, so I don't have to pay interest on the cigars because I put it on my credit card. And so I appreciate everybody who's pre-ordered and paid. It's they're almost sold out, man. So
wait.
Appreciate everybody.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're doing pre-orders. I didn't know people are paying for that already.
Yeah, it's a pre-order.
Well, so everyone who hits you up, did you say, "Hey, just send it here"?
Yeah, send it to my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App, or Zelle me.
What the heck? I haven't done that yet. Do you have a preference?
Cash App, or what Venmo, okay. Any of them. Yeah.
Don't have Cash App.
I'll hit you. I'll hit you up.
Okay.
Okay, then Venmo.
So for direct to consumer, is there are you then paying all the taxes on the import? How does that work? I don't understand any legality with tobacco coming into the States and then going to consumer.
So yeah, I'm paying the S chip tax per cigar that's brought in. I forgot what the S chip tax is, but I think it started in like '07. I think it's like 40 cents a cigar. And I think it's for like to stop kids from smoking. It's just this tax you pay. So that's I paid for that already, and then I paid for the shipping. And then when I get and then the billing address is Wisconsin, so I don't because I'm kind of like I technically live in Austin, but I keep a residence in Milwaukee too. So, but and then yeah, then I just pay the taxes on it. I claim it, claim the taxes on it.
It's by billing address, not shipping.
Billing address, yeah. There'll be shipping in the July. So, and I'll have some samples at the trade show.
Cool.
A couple.
Is that going to be for media only?
No, it's going to be.
You're going to go to the media compound and hand them out. Second question.
Let's see if.
Unless you're on a roll.
Hey, what happens? 1 second. Can we add somebody to the Zoom?
We can try.
Oh, here we go. We got Alex here. I think connecting the audio. We'll see. He's still in Nicaragua. My man.
What's up?
Yo! Look at it.
I got the fresh haircut. Yeah, ready for Vegas.
I was talking about Tyler. I don't know about the other one, but.
Oh, I'll flip that around.
I'm joking. I'm good at making friends, eh? Like.
What's up? We don't know for
sure.
Hey,
Alex, I'm smoking. Oh,
go on. Alex, I don't know for sure if this is going to record because we tried adding somebody before and it didn't work. We'll see. But listeners, we just added Alex. Are you in Nicaragua right now?
Yeah. I'm in the bodega.
Oh, nice. So I didn't get to look at the video. You said they look nice, the Viso Horny?
Yo, they're looking fire, man. They look really, really good.
Oh, dope. Nice. What color is that? A white ribbon on it?
So it's a white ribbon on it, and like
nice.
I'm gonna get some better light for you to see it. So, and if you see like the wrapper's really nice and dark, so the contrast with the white ribbon is like oof.
Pops.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey,
when do you fly to Vegas?
In the words of Michi Maduro, broadleaf is best.
Exactly.
Michi Maduro
is number one.
When do you get to Vegas?
I'm flying. So Friday I gotta leave here. I gotta come open the bodega, leave in the morning. I'll be in Vegas by 9 p.m. So I gotta do Mestali, Managua, Houston, Las Vegas. So 9 p.m. the 7th, I get there. When are you getting there?
All right, yeah. I'll be there tonight.
Oh, nice, man. Awesome.
Yeah. And yeah, so I'll be there tonight. And then have you smoked any of them? Have you smoked any
hell
of
yeah.
them?
No, I mean, I haven't, you know what? I haven't smoked them just now as they're coming to packaging. I haven't smoked them like with that level of age on them, but when we were making them, we were smoking every single tobacco. We're smoking it bunch, fresh off the table. We were like making sure it's a banger, you know? It's a serious micro batch, like high attention micro batch, you know, not just, not just thrown together.
Oh, that's awesome, man. What was I gonna say? Oh fuck. So they're all gonna have that ribbon on it. I wasn't sure if it was just the ones you're bringing to Vegas.
Right now they're packaging all of them, and they're all like that with the white ribbon.
Yes, perfect. Cool. All right, that's dope. Cool,
Tyler,
cool.
That's like the happy medium because I was always pestering you to put a band on.
Yeah,
well, that was a great idea.
I thought about it. But the ribbon or the band?
No, the music tape thing on it, the VHS tape on it.
Yeah, it was Brandon. I think came up with that idea. That would have been dope.
Yeah, no, it was Brandon. It wasn't Dom. It was Brandon. Yeah. No, it was Brandon.
But then who came out with an actual VHS cigar?
Casa Vivilli, I think. Mumbacho.
Yeah, it could have been. R.I.P.
But I don't think it was with an actual
Alright.
VHS tape thing on it. Like that would be,
Right. No, that was just design. It wasn't the real deal.
All right. Oh man, I'm excited, Alex. Can't wait to see you on Friday. I'll have to meet you at the airport. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you'll pick me up in Houston and drive me to Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited, man. It's been a long life dream. Muchas gracias. They brought my lunch.
Ooh, what are you having for lunch?
A little fried
Gallo pinto.
chicken.
Frijoles.
Little deconstructed gallo pinto. Yeah, man. I ate we got there's a little booth, like a little cantina, like a little like a casita that's right next to bodega, and everybody's eating there because the food is super good and super cheap. So
Nice.
Solid.
Oh, I was talking to Skip and Arlen, and Arlen said all the Nicaraguan slang.
yeah, exactly. I'm learning all the bad words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
Skip
I guess
gets
Skip
mad.
doesn't know them.
Skip gets mad because he's like, "What the fuck is 20?" I'm like, "20 is something everybody says 20 here. It's like, oh, it means it's cool." And he's like, "No, it's the name of a restaurant." I'm like, "The restaurant's named after an expression, you know?" And he gets mad at me. He said, "Don't say 20 around me." I'm like, "Okay." No, I'm joking. I'm exaggerating. He didn't say that, but yeah. No,
I
I'm
heard
excited.
you were on. Heard you on Hustler, Cigar Hustler.
Yeah, man, dude. Like living the dream, dude. And it was
you were
funny.
on ours first,
These guys,
so
hey, you cannot ever forget who believes in you from the beginning, dude. Tyler, you've been supporting me since like when I was like just making cigars in my room in Canada. So I never forget that, man.
That's the dope thing about Instagram is you can connect with people all over the fucking world, man. And then now
It's
look,
crazy, right?
now we'll be hanging out in Vegas. That's dope.
No, I feel beyond blessed.
So yeah, I listened to the first 10 minutes of the podcast. I'll have to finish it on the plane ride to Vegas tonight. So also let me know if you need
where are you
anything
staying
from
at?
the States.
Dude, that's nice of you. No, I'm good. All I need, you know what? Check if we still have some lighters at HQ that are like there's some cheap lighters that we had at HQ before.
Bix?
One sec, I'll show you. No, butanes like this. Because everybody in the factory is asking me. Everybody in the factory is asking me for that. Like I'm not going to give it to all the bunchers, but the people that have to smoke the samples and the raw material and everything.
Ooh, I don't know if I'll be able to fly with those.
You don't have check-in, eh?
Oh, Alyssa's checking a bag. I'm carrying on, but I'll talk to John and Mike. They're here right now and see if they got any of those lighters. But I know you guys bought a shit ton of them. So.
Well, when I was there,
what's your?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna completely change the subject. What's your favorite Volstead size?
What you're smoking right now? That's the box pressed one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's my favorite size.
I really like the Blind Pig. This one's really good. The Corona Gorda Lonsdale one's really good. And then I think the bigger the ring gauge, the better. I like the 5x56, the Fat Boy. That one I like too.
Yeah, the George Ramus.
Alex, so this isn't. I haven't smoked the Blind Pig, obviously, but for the Petit Gordos, what's your favorite?
For Petit Gordo, out of anything we make?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes because I know Tyler is Team War. I'm Team Peace. We just did it between those two, but is there one that you prefer?
I'm a Team C3, bro.
Neanderthal.
Yeah.
I'm a Team C3.
Those actually,
the Peace. I really don't like the Peace, but my palate is completely different. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. rather honest than a fucking, what do you call them? Swindlers that,
Just
the
hype
people
man.
in our industry are like, yeah, I'm what it is, man. I say what I believe. But I'm actually on the volts that I like the thinner ring gauges. My favorite for like non-limited, well, it's actually also a limited size, but like the 5x50 Senator.
Mm.
In terms of ring gauge is my favorite, but then I like the pressed 56 because when it's pressed, it kind of changes the dynamic.
It's a sexy looking cigar.
It is, right?
Like yeah.
And you bring a great point because Sumatra wrapper is kind of an ugly wrapper. I mean, I like how it looks. It looks like a tiger, but when you press it, it brings out the sexy of it. That's why, for example, Oliva Milanio is pressed.
Mm.
Good point.
Yeah. I like how there's like a little like burn ring and it looks like smoked meat. Like I've noticed them on there. It looks like a brisket. It's got like a little ring around the burn line.
Yeah, that's from the thicker wrappers. That's from the thicker wrappers because they use the slightly thicker, slightly darker wrappers. They use them for the limited sizes.
Oh, nice. Last question for you, real quick. So Skip listened to the podcast you were on with us. He actually made me listen to it, and well, not made me, but we were chilling on the patio and he played it, and I had to listen to it, which I hate listening to our podcast because I say dumb shit all the time and it's cringeworthy. But he's like, "Why didn't you ask Alex what his day-to-day work day is like?" So could you tell us real quick, what's the typical day of Benchwork Cigar, Alex?
So I opened the bodega at 6:15, 6:20, and we actually start working at 7. So between 6:15 and 6:20, I kind of have my little yogurt breakfast, whatever, and I start planning, my day. I take notes every day, right? So I got like yesterday's notes and today's notes, and I prep my day. If I have people I can contact early, like that's when I'll call them. The chief bodega comes in, the workers come in. We already spoke of the day with the chief bodega the day before, so we're kind of looking. I'm seeing like, okay, that's what we're going ahead with. Then I'll start calling people that we buy tobacco from, lining up the week with them. Then about like at 9 is usually when me and the chief bodega we go to the factory because the chief bodega is in charge of all the day workers. So when we go to the factory, we check all the tobaccos that are being used at the production, checking if the quality is right, the texture is right, the sizes are being sorted the right way. We smoke the cigars right off the table. Sometimes I'll go to the office, do some stuff with the counting lady, like clarifying what needs to be paid first or why and how, because I'm the person that talks with the tobacco distributors, and she doesn't know about tobacco, so sometimes she'll see she's counting the numbers, but she doesn't know what she's counting because she doesn't know tobacco, right? So I'll explain that to her.
Yeah.
Then it's back to the bodega. If there's any doubts, I work with the chief bodega on seeing, okay, maybe we should put it at pilon, maybe we shouldn't. Hey, this tobacco came back from the factory. We need to dry that, or we need to resort that, or things like that. So, and then whenever I have free time, it's sitting on the computer doing planning for future purchases, trying to optimize how we use tobacco, how we buy tobacco. For example, now I'm going to do a whole list of what sizes are used for what cigar. This way, when we buy tobacco, we have a bit of a better, plan of, hey, I bought so much bales of medium, so much bales of large, things like that. Because in texture and farms, we already know exactly what we need. But in sizes, we kind of buy what there is. But then I can plan even better if we go with sizes. And I'm trying to optimize also for the binders to be used the right way. So
nice. Sounds like a busy day.
When you say size,
it's.
Are you talking about size of the leaf or
size of the leaf and texture? For the binders, we use Indonesian mostly, so the texture won't really matter on Indonesian. But for example, on Mexican, it'd be good to using the thicker on the thicker ring gauges, the thinner on the thinner ring gauges, sizes, imports for like, let's say I go buy a binder and all they have is like, you know, huge boxes with huge binders, like they call number one here, whatever. Then, you know, if I buy that, we end up spending money on lost weight because the buncher is not going to be able to use 3/4 of the binder and then use the other piece on the other cigar. It's like we only use full binders. So for fillers, for all kinds of stuff, it's just always trying to see data, analyze it, optimize, and quality always has to go ahead, you know, ahead with that. Mostly we use very specific, I mean, you guys know, I don't need to tell you, but it's very, very specific quality of tobacco we need. And it's hard to buy of that quality. A lot of the packs, most people, they come very mixed, you know? And then there's renovations, there's checking if, you know, do we have enough pencils? There's, you know, is the place clean? When are we fumigating? The special events for Father's Day, Mother's Day, are we lining up the right stuff? I mean, but it's not just me. It's not like, but I just keep an eye on, like, hey, accounting lady, are we online for that? Yeah, okay, cool. You know, like, I'm not some superhero. You know, it's just I'm part of the team that all together does that stuff. You know, so
Nice.
Cool. Hey, Alex, I gotta give you
it's a
credit.
bit of everything.
I gotta give you credit for last time we had you on, you talked about Batoon, and I had never heard of that before. That's my back pocket question that I pull out to sound smarter than I am about tobacco. Anytime I'm talking to somebody. But thank you.
Just fuck him up, you know. People hate
what kind of
talking
Batoon
about
do
it.
you lose?
Like,
What's your
what's
recipe?
my favorite Batoon? My favorite Batoon, I love molasses, but blackstrap molasses.
Blackstrap
molasses.
Is it different than actual molasses? I forget the process to make it.
It's even further processed. So it's like the end, like the way molasses are made.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the end of the end of the end of the process, even more evaporated, even more, you know, I'm not an expert on molasses, but.
Is that dunder? Do you know what the difference is with dunder?
It is dunder. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because I
look at Dom.
I googled dunder because you told me about it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I know, especially Jamaican rum making, they'll add that really old stuff a little bit of back into the fermentation process.
Because the dunder will be no, I mixed it up. It's another thing. No, dunder is the end of the barrel of the old batch with the sediment, right?
Okay, I'd have to look it up to know for sure.
Damn it.
There's another word for molasses, for blackstrap molasses, and called, fuck, it sounds like dunder. Anyway. And what else? What else is a good bitoon, man? Wine is a good natural bitoon. I mean, when you put wine on tobacco, you don't even smell it after. It's just the tannins and the little bit of sugar that kind of helps the finish on the tobacco, you know.
What kind of wine?
Citric acid.
Box wine, Cabernet.
Cheap wine, as long as it's not too sweet, because sugar is not good for tobacco. Like, it needs to be an invert sugar, and that's why blackstrap molasses is good. If you put, like, you know, white sugar directly on tobacco, it when it burns, it turns acrid, because I don't know, some scientific stuff about it being it's got to be inverted sugar, basically.
Ooh.
There's a special bitoon that everybody uses, and I still haven't found out what it is, and it smells delicious. And I'll let you guys know when we meet in person. I'll like pull the cigar that has one. I'll from one of our competitors, and I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I'll just make you smell it and say, like, this is the bitoon everybody uses. Ooh, it smells like kind of chocolate, coffee, smoky, and a bit like of a chemical, like. So.
Yeah, I have no
prunes.
guesses.
There's a prune extract. That's fucking amazing. I still haven't found where to buy it, but I know who uses it, and I know for sure 100% it's a prune extract. That one's amazing. It burns delicious. It's also, I guess, an inverted trigger. That's a good bitumen.
All right. Last question. What cigar do you smoke the most down there?
Yo, whatever gets packaged, they always pull segundos. So then I end up smoking that. But really, I smoke half. The thing is, I smoke a lot of half cigars, man. I'm gonna be honest. So I'll start smoking half of a segundo of whatever they've been packaging. That's my favorite. So like if it's Neanderthal, I'll get the thinner ring gauges, or like a LH or something. But the other half is like smoking stuff right off the table. So I'm always smoking something, budding it, smoking something else, budding it, because I really can't. I'm smoking for work more than pleasure,
Yeah.
But yeah, the
right.
most LHs I can get my hands on, and the most knuckle draggers I can get my hands on, I'm happy,
Nice. All right, Alex, we appreciate your time, man. Thanks for the pictures, and I'm gonna share the story and post it. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Cool, man.
Cool.
No, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm really excited to be at PCA, and it'll be awesome.
Wait, Alex, you've been to PCA before, right?
Oh, no, it's been 10 years I've been wanting to be there.
Whoa.
Guys, it's been years. It's been years I've been wanting to be at PCA. It's a life, like I'm living the dream right now, man. It's my first time. I'm excited like a kid in a toy store,
Nice.
And I got chicharrones for Tyler.
My man. Bags. Oh, those are so good. Those I've been craving those bitches. Yeah, I might be coming down to Nicaragua soon. I'll let you know. So.
Oh, that'd be great, dude. I got an extra room in my house. Just let me know in advance because I got to get a bed in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. We could share a bed. I don't mind.
It's not, it's. Dude, my bed is huge. In the place I rent, my bed is huge. It's not even a joke. I mean,
that's
I'm not sharing a bed, but technically we could.
I'm not. Well, we could do a pillow barrier, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, no, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I gotta make everything uncomfortable.
No, but seriously, it's me and Jeff. We rent a house, and it's great. It's clean. It's beautiful. Like you're always freaking welcome. So you don't spend money on hotels or whatever, man. Come stay over.
All right, man. You got air conditioning?
No, that I don't have. Me and Jeff are ghetto, man.
Kidding. Roughing it out there. All right, man. Thank you, but Alex. I'll see you in a couple days.
It's actually, I see you guys. It's actually cool because it's in the mountains, so the temperature.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's in the mountains. Yeah. All right, my man. Nice. Thank you so much.
Nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, man.
All right, see you, Alex.
Ciao.
So, yeah, that was. I'll share the picture on Instagram in a minute, but.
Oh, that's let's see his Instagram. Benchmade cigars. Benchmade _
Benchworks.
Dang it.
Benchworks.
Benchworks _ cigars is Alex's Instagram. If you're not following him, do it. Get inside look at Nicky.
Yeah, I kept calling it bench. Yeah, I kept calling it Benchmade, and then that's where I think I confused you, because I can never get any words right, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Alex is the man. I'm gonna ask him if I can shadow him for a week or something.
Ooh.
Next time yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I was gonna say, guys, back to the Viso Horny real quick. If you're still interested, let me know because they're almost gone. So, like, I'm shocked by the support. I really appreciate it, but I think it's a testament to RoMa Craft and Nika Sueño, and they make such a great product. So, but yeah, it's like, I mean, I know there's been all Lajero cigars. I don't know if there's been an all Viso cigar. So, I'm excited for people to try it, and I'm excited for people's honest opinion on it. And then also too, we got this. Go on. I
was going to say, if you're almost sold out, do you think you're going to make an announcement like last chance to get a few when they all come in, or are you going to wait till their orders are shipped, they smoke it, and then say, hey, I need to get another pack. Actually, these are great.
Well, I had an offer for a retailer to pick up a big chunk of them. So I don't know how many I'm going to keep for myself. I don't know how many you think I should keep, but I thought about doing that. I thought about closing it off now, and then with people who supported it early on with the pre-order, um, giving them an opportunity to buy a second bundle or a third, or I mean, I've had people buy 3, 5, 10. A few people bought 10 each. So I kind of want to give it to the people who supported the pre-release because you know, I needed to pay for the cigars, and it was a lot of money. I mean, 2,600 cigars, 2,500 cigars is a lot. You know, it was by far the biggest cigar purchase I ever made. So I really appreciate all the people who pre-ordered and trusted me that they would get their product. But yeah, I'm gonna keep everybody updated about when they're shipping. But I've been hearing after they're packing them up now, and they'll be on the next shipment to Austin. So I believe they'll be right after PCA.
Nice. You should ask Mike how many boxes of Adrian's he kept for himself.
I don't think many. I know we each got one. Did you smoke yours yet?
No, I was gonna wait till baby's born.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah.
But when we have Brandon on, we need to talk about that because I want to get a box to commemorate the birth. I don't know if I should do like a boy theme or girl theme or just something special. We'll wait till Brandon's on. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
Yeah, last one for you. How has it been a headache trying to get everyone's addresses, or have you not done that yet for shipping?
No. So, I mean, it was crazy Friday and Saturday with people reaching out, and then I kind of give them the info that it's a pre-order, and I, you know, hey, give me your address right away. So what I've been doing is I have a notebook where I have everybody's name, how many they ordered, and if they paid. And then I have a Google document that has their name, how many they ordered, and checking them off that they paid, and then I have their address. And then
Nice.
I have a bunch of extra stickers, so I'm probably just gonna tape one sticker onto the bundle so they can take it off or they can put it on, whatever they want to do, and then they'll have an extra sticker to put on their humidor, their fridge, whatever they want to put it on. And then yeah, but no, it's been pretty like I've been really organized with it, you know, like I took it really like serious, you know, and then Alyssa's been helping me too. So it's been really like I've been super organized because you only get one shot. If you fuck it up, no one will ever trust you again. And the cigar industry is so small. I don't want anyone to get burned, you know, and then I also kept some the number, so I kept some aside in case customs damages them or in case
That's smart.
they get lost in the mail. Yeah, in case they get lost in the mail, I want to make sure I have a backup bundle. And then like now I have a new worry. Skip was telling me, well, what if the FedEx plane catches fire and they all burn, and then it's gonna be, and then we can't get the Samoto anymore. So, but the chances of a plane catch it, yeah. So, yeah. So, but yeah. So, yeah. But I thought it was cool what you said about how like all my friends kind of helped with everything. So that was pretty cool. Like it was funny because even like Steve Soccer commented like best press release ever. Terrence wrote something about like it's a press release he wish he could write but he can't, you know, like you know, and then just like the support, especially from Boston Jimmy, Developing Palates, and Dojo, just getting it out there, you know. So it's been cool. It's been a lot of fun. Like it's like Skip said, it's something that it's took 3 years, and it's all the tweaks and then the packaging and then the it's been a great learning experience. I mean, not that I don't, yeah, it's just been. I mean, that's part of the reason why a big reason I moved to Austin is so I could learn as much about cigars as I can. So it's helping out when I can with shipments here. It's spending time in the office with Mike, John, and Sean, and learning what they do on a day-to-day life, and like the stuff I learned from Mike about like how he builds relationships with retailers and stuff like that, and John, how they do that. It's been like during COVID, Mike called me up randomly, like, "Hey, how's the shop doing? How you doing? Everybody healthy?" Like, and then Mike and John, they both remember like, "Oh, you got a kid on the way." It's been the stuff I've learned. I mean, I learned the shit down in Nicaragua from Skip and Gus and Nick and all those guys, and then to learn the other end. And I did retail for 5 years, so it's like I'm just trying to learn as much as I can. I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know if it's a shop someday. I don't know if it's working at a cigar company someday. I can retire from Southwest when I'm 40 something, early 40s. So we'll see what happens. But I just want to learn as much as I can. So it's been fun, but it's been a little stressful, but it's been a lot of fun.
Nice. Putting tools in the tool belt.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, we did get the CigarNoise Boys new logo. We got the stickers in for the Bics. I'm rocking one right now. I made a video, but it didn't save to my phone. But they looked really nice. Alyssa made a joke about how I'm smiling. I don't smile a lot, which I think is funny. I laugh a lot, but I guess I don't smile a lot. But the logo turned out great, and then Yogi getting that done the last week of his employment at his job was really cool. Like Yogi's the man.
Yeah, thanks, Yogi. Hey, Tyler, if you bring a good bunch of those to the show, if you probably just give them to Triple B, the guy I work with, he can bring them to me.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah,
do that.
All right. How many do you want? Like 40, 50? Probably. I think he sent like 100. He sent a lot.
I think I said 100. It depends if you're gonna ship to the ICS guys or if I'm going to, because I wanted to get them to them before their meetup, which is the weekend after the trade show. And
then maybe I'll have Alyssa ship them when she gets back on Monday to those guys. I don't know we'll talk about the date.
Yeah,
I'd rather not. I'd rather give them to you to ship, but I'm lazy. Okay. But or figure it out.
What the heck? If in the factories now they don't want Bics, they're going to like butane. Do we miss the cool part of Bics? Are they passe now?
No, I think you're still. No, I think they're still whatever.
Great.
It's still low key.
Yeah.
Or whatever the word is.
Sweet.
So, all right.
Have a fun show.
Yeah, man.
Some cigars.
Take a lot of pictures, and we'll have some stuff to talk about.
Ain't no party like
I'll be cleaning ashtrays and filling up coffee, getting coffee, eating some good food.
Nice.
All right.
Rock and roll. Who? Hold on, real quick. Who did I say cigars on ice to? Did someone actually took a photo of a cigar on ice? Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, rock and roll. Keep those cigars.
Also, CigarNoise. Thank you, CigarNoise, Dave West, our sponsor. We appreciate everything. He did a nice video talking about budget cigars, like when you're doing the work in the lawn. So shout out to Dave. He's doing everything small batch, social media.
Heck yeah.
Great dude.
On ice. Yeah.